speaking of things that are coming
I probably
back.
messed it up the order too.
No, you did it right. You good.
I probably made.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I
So
said
from
speaking of things that are coming back.
Take one for
Yes.
your team.
Yes.
Reboots. Yay.
I need you to remember one thing.
One thing.
One
I
thing.
saw, I conquered.
We're rapping now.
From record sales to sold out concerts.
He's trying.
Oh.
He's trying to be famous too.
Can I get an encore?
Who you want?
Encore.
No. All right. So
You did not sell out.
things
from
are
that
coming
concert.
back.
Okay, so speaking of things that are coming back, with the release of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I see it tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, same. Or no, actually, I see it Friday.
Yeah, I might go Friday.
Everyone needs to come up with their film or their TV show.
Well, give us one that's good and bad. Like, what are ones that like soft reboots, like where it's like
Dexter.
sequel? Well, is that good or bad?
It's a good one.
Is it? Okay.
Is it long enough though to really be? I feel like it's only been like 5
That's what
years.
she
right?
said.
It's two episodes.
No. I mean, like in the gap between. Like, what's a good long gap one?
What? That was not specified in the homework.
I'm like, you're making this too easy for me.
I know.
now.
I originally had that, and then I didn't want to bombard Tatiana with words. So
there are no requirements here since it was not specified in advance.
Fair enough. So
I gotta run now. I'm sorry.
You
Christina
gotta go.
wants me for something, and I heard the
how
baby
fucking
screaming.
dare she?
So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Go take
Yeah,
care of the baby. All right.
So I'm
Bye.
Bye. Miss you already.
Bye guys. Love you. I'll see you in like 3 weeks.
See,
3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
All right. Deuces.
Bye.
All right. So, what do you say is a great soft reboot?
A great soft reboot. I don't know the difference.
But
Like-
what if it's hard?
Walked
You
right
fucked
into
up
that
my
one.
hair with all this
That was
nonsense.
just forced.
As
That
we
was
go-
that was forced. That was forced.
Oh no, I
It
Did you
was
think it wasn't
that-
forced?
I don't know. I didn't think it
mean-
worked. I don't think it landed.
No means
That's the whole point
no.
of it.
I mean, I guess if it's hard, it can be forced in. So,
Exactly.
okay, fair enough.
Okay,
I'll give
not
it
bad.
to you. I saved it.
And we're back.
All I look for is
It's
the
like-
approval. I don't care if Shane likes it.
I have the sound effects.
So okay, what's yours? Wait, are you guys
So, yeah,
you
what do you
know,
mean by
excited
that?
about the
Is
soft
Ghostbusters
reboot?
movie?
I'm excited for it. It looks good.
So Ghostbusters is a reboot, obviously.
Well, it's a sequel. It's a soft reboot because it is a sequel. Well, it's like soft reboots are like when they continue the original story, but like take
Not
it
with
in
the
a new
original
direction.
characters.
With they can have like this one has the original characters in it, but
do
like yeah, they're all in it except for Rick Moranis and obviously Egon because he's dead, Harold Ramis. But it's all about his grandchildren in it. So in any case, so like when they have a soft reboot, it usually features the original cast kind of passing the torch. Like Star Wars was like that with the sequel trilogy, and now Ghostbusters and things like that. So it's not just like a totally new cast, totally redone, totally reimagined. It's not a straight sequel. It's somewhere in between.
Okay, because
So
I guess I
Dexter-
had like a more traditional reboot in mind, but go ahead.
Don't say it,
Ashley.
whatever it is. Yeah.
I was gonna say Dexter is kind of the same thing. It's a little bit traditional, but they're still they brought back the. Do you guys care if I tell you?
The sister.
No, I haven't
Yeah,
even
they-
watched the beginning of it.
They brought back the sister as now.
Wait, wasn't she dead?
Yes. The point is, you know.
Uh-oh,
how
now
he
he's pissed
had his
about the
dark
spoiler. You
passenger?
fucked up,
See,
Ashley.
that's why I asked.
Yes.
No, wait, go ahead.
Okay, so you know how he always had his father as his dark passenger, you know, coaching him? Deb is now that person.
Oh.
Is it good though?
Yeah. So those two got brought back, and then the son now is older and shows up. Those are the only three that stay, and it's kind of like 2.5 because it's not the same boy.
Would you
But it's
say
a
that
character.
it's like you put in a good soft reboot revival category or no? Okay, so it makes up for everyone hating the series finale, or
I mean, it's getting there. I mean,
Okay.
they're only 2 episodes in, so far so good.
Okay.
all right, Darius, Tater, you have one?
I mean, Shane, you talked to me about it. I really like it. Wonder Years
I was gonna say that
is
Oh
great.
yes,
Wonder Years is fantastic.
it is.
yes.
So
What? No,
Um,
Fuller House, guys?
No.
No.
That's already been done.
That's on the bad list.
Oh.
There you go. That's the bad
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
That's
absolutely.
the bad list. No, Wonder Years is fantastic. I love when they throw in elements from. I will say the one thing I don't like about it, I feel like it's a little too everybody hates Chris /
And that's what
Family
I was
Guy.
saying when I brought it up. Yeah. It
Yeah.
does have everybody hates Chris vibes. But
The cutaways. I don't like the fantasy cutaways as much. Wonder Years
Okay.
did that, but very, very sparingly.
Right.
Unless it's 30 years ago, which it is, and I'm old and I don't remember it as well. I don't remember having so many fantasy silly cutaways, whereas like
I don't remember that either. But
Yeah,
like you said,
right?
it's been a while.
I'd rather it
but-
be more straight drama.
I'm okay with them. I kind of like them. I think Don Cheadle does
He's great.
fantastic voiceovers.
It's a great cast.
Fantastic.
And the kid is
Yeah.
phenomenal. I don't.
He
except,
really is.
Except Arsenio Hall Jr. I don't like the friend.
Oh, the tall one.
He reminds me of Semi, like the character of Semi. So in this, the kid's got. I prefer the Jewish friend over the Arsenio friend. I call him.
But you don't really see that much of the Jewish friend, though.
You don't see.
How
much
many
of-
episodes in are you?
6.
Oh, so you're caught up.
I just finished the church one. I just finished. So
That was a good one.
That was good. They were all good, but yeah, I highly suggest
Yeah.
watching that. It's a great coming of age, and the first episode, like that, the way they wove in real events
that
into
was
that was so
awesome.
well done.
Yeah,
And-
that hooked it hooked me. I was hooked
Yeah.
up.
And it's Darius basically, because it's Dulé Hill plays the father, and I watch Dulé Hill and I can't not see Darius. You know who Dulé Hill is?
Like, be cool.
I just don't you're so similar. Like your mannerisms, the tone of voice, the chill, the be coolness of it. I've always loved Dulé Hill from the West Wing.
That first episode when
Obviously,
he's got
big
like
West Wing fan, so
Oh wow.
yeah.
Wow.
He's got like the
Oh
first
yeah, he
episode.
was
The
ready
kid's
to
got like
like
a.
drop that in there.
But that's always on my
Yeah.
desk. It inspires
Oh,
my
I was like,
writing.
he has a
Is it?
page turned and everything.
Hey,
he was
who
ready.
ready?
signed it? Show it again?
Aaron.
Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah. And so, like,
Nice.
the line "What's next" is like a recurring line on the show, so he wrote that. But I always have it here to like, I have things that inspire my desk when I'm doing work and writing and all that stuff, and that's one of them. So anyway. But I don't know.
That makes sense.
So Tater, what would you say? What do you like?
So, my favorite reboot, that's like the best reboot out of all your guys, is because it is going to follow up on, so 92 to 97 X-Men was airing.
Oh, they bring it back.
On TV.
They are bringing
They're
that back
starting
to Disney
off
Plus.
from 97. So they're going to start off where they left off and they're going to build from there. They're
I
going
hope it's
to.
good. I hope
It's going to be. I just saw the character designs of the of the team, and it looks really similar. It's to the original, X-Men that we knew in '92. A little more modern when it comes to like hair,
So, like,
as
the
far as the way
square
it
jaw,
sits and
yeah.
So
stuff.
basically more modernized, but still awesome stuff.
Still the same, the
looking
same
forward to it,
costumes and
too.
everything that we were used to.
Any word in the voice cast? Like, you think they might bring back some of the originals?
Um,
I doubt
No,
it, but I would hope so.
I did think that they wanted to, but I haven't heard like a definite confirmation on if they were going to. But that was just buzz in the groups.
I hope. I
then,
hope.
like,
I'm
comic
excited
book
because
groups.
I love that. That's one of the few cartoons that got a series finale. Like, I love when that happens.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
really excited. And then when they announced the artist and everyone was wondering, and they just came out with like the samples of the character designs.
I gotta check that out.
And yeah,
But here's the thing: we don't know if it's good yet, so that pick is null and void.
it's X-Men.
Okay. It does say-
All I'm gonna say to you is the last stand.
Okay. Okay. Touche.
So it does say while some of the voice actors will reprise their original roles, some will be taking on new characters.
I get that. That's fine. That makes
So
me
they
feel.
dropped a bunch of names. If you want me to read.
Please do.
Okay. Cal Dodd, Lenore Zan.
What does it say? The character's names? Okay, never mind. That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's why I was like,
we don't know
Yeah.
these people.
yeah, that's why I was like, do you want me to read the list? Shane's like, yeah.
I thought it would have like the characters that the actors and the correlating. That is exciting though. I hope I love Xavier
Yeah,
died.
I really hope they do it justice.
Like
I
went off
really
with
hope so.
Lalandra. Magnus is now the head of the X-Men. Like it'd be nice to spend some time with Magneto being like a straight good guy in it, so to speak. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited.
We'll see more develop with Psylocke and
Okay,
stuff like that because
so-
that's where it like left off. They
Okay,
just
so
started
Cal
showing her.
God is Wolverine.
You see the original?
Yes.
Oh, good. He was good.
Nice, he was good.
He was real good.
What
Will
are you
it-
talking about, bub?
Will it have Xavier, the not British Xavier?
Wasn't he kind of British always? I mean,
No, he kind of had this like.
Okay, Lenore
voice.
Zan was Rogue.
She was good. What about
Rogue?
Gambit? I did love me some Gambit. He was like my idol. I wanted to be Gambit.
they might
Ever
tone
was
down the
great.
stereotypical
Okay, so
like
Creole
accents.
accent.
Yeah.
they do not have Cedric Smith returning as Xavier.
All right, I mean,
Oh.
whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Would it be Patrick Stewart? Because I want.
He'll do anything for money, so yeah.
Yeah.
George Buza as Beast.
Well, that feeds into two of my choices. The best soft reboot was bringing back Star Trek to TV with The Next Generation, 20 years later almost, so 18 years after the original series was over. Even though they're
Gambit
making
is
the
a
movies.
yes.
Yes! Fucking yes. But one of the worst reboot revivals is Star Trek Picard, because fuck you, Patrick Stewart, for ruining it.
Really?
Why did he ruin it?
Because here's the thing. You know how when old people get like really kind of like they want to be relevant, so they just want to hang around with the cool kids, and like there are actors who are great thespians, but don't understand the work. Like they belong in front of the camera, not making the
They
choices
got old
behind
on.
the camera.
You think they got old on camera?
Is
that
he?
what
Behind, what does he do?
He oversees the
charge of all
writers'
of it?
room. Like I mean, there is a head writer, but he approves everything. And so it's just him. Like they have cameos from the original from the other characters, but it's basically
right.
just him with a young cast, like people like Alison Pill, like vomit, and it's like it's just bad writing. It's just like he's like
I know that description made me scared for it to see her.
It's just bad writing. It ruins everything Star Trek has ever been about. It ruins the character of Picard. It ruins the other characters. It's just dumb. It's dumb, bad sci-fi, and it's not good science fiction.
What is the plot of the series?
He's retired.
Or is it episodic?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's such a convoluted plot. I'll try to condense it. Even though he had fought for Data to have rights, quote unquote human rights, as an android, as a fake life form. Regardless, they started making all these androids like Data, Soon-type androids, and they were a slave workforce at the place that built starships. They did a 9/11 style thing and killed everyone and destroyed all the starships and blew up the whole Utopia Planitia fleet yards. And so now they're illegal. So, but no one.
Oh my gosh!
That it's so stupid. And then he couldn't stop the Romulan home planet from being destroyed, which is like the reboot movies and whatnot.
Tater's
And
like, I'm done.
I spaced
but it's so bad.
out. No pun intended. I spaced out just a second.
You should. You should. You totally should. And long story short, he meets Data's daughter, and there's a whole planet full of androids, and they want to bring an octopus AI from another galaxy. The Romulans want to destroy them, and they don't do it. And there's like people are killing people who weren't like different it's so bad. It is
He's
beyond
malfunctioning
belief.
talking about this. He's
Bad. It is just. I'm sorry. It's just beyond. It's no way to explain it. Just none of it makes any sense at all, and it's just bad. And he ruined it. And he did it for the paycheck. He did it to feel young. He did it because he wants Picard to be an action star, and there be drugs and cursing and smoking and sex and betrayal. And that's literally like the whole show, just nonsensical shit. They made 7 of 9 gay, which is like, I'm fine if she's fluid, whatever. But like there were established things that happened to her when her character ended that they're completely ignoring. And now she just goes around killing all her former lesbian lovers. It's so bad. And he ruined it. He ruined it because he has all the power because he's getting a ton of fucking money for it in his old age. And I just wish he would have just retired.
That reminds me of like
Coincidence
really,
awareness.
really common sci-fi movies. I see a lot like on
It is.
Sci-Fi Channel.
It's
where
all
there's
very
just, like,
tropey.
it is bad.
It's all very tropey. Yeah,
You're not
it's-
even looking at the CGI in the right angle. You're not looking.
But it's not. But like some of those sci-fi movies are so bad that they're
good.
Yeah,
that they're good because they're so bad.
But this
Like,
is
they're
not
so
that.
bad.
This is worse than Last Jedi. Let me just put it that way. Like it's pretty fucking bad. It's
well-
like and then Picard died in the last episode of the first season, and they just scanned his brain and put the scan inside an android of Picard at the same age. So now he's like an android.
Oh God.
Are you guys ready to hate me? Are you guys ready to hate me? I didn't think Black Widow was that bad.
I didn't think it was that bad either.
I think as a standalone movie, it's
I don't know anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
But yeah,
anything. So like,
in comparison to the other movies in the MCU, it was very weak for me.
Mhm.
And then it just seemed like it was kind of shoved in there, and it's like, ooh, let's put these parts in so stuff makes sense.
there was a
Like, the
moment
whole
where
thing
it jumped
about
from the
best.
there was one moment where it jumped from like I was learning about her being this like secret agent kid, whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it turned into they turned on each other and everything like that. And she was an adult. So it jumped into a spot. And honestly, I kind of like the blonde chick.
Yeah, same. So
I
really-
thought she did the best job out of all of them.
I feel like it was also setting her up for the Hawkeye series that's coming up.
She's going to be a part of that?
So if you saw in the end credits, the lady comes over and tells her, do you want to find the person who killed your sister? Which technically it's Hawkeye, but she doesn't understand why he did it. So she just assumes he killed her, so she's gonna go after him instead of understanding that he had to kill her in order for stuff to happen in Endgame.
See,
So
that's what I don't like about Marvel
did not
now.
know any of that. That didn't happen to me. Like,
But like,
so,
everything
like-
has to be.
No, I don't like
Everything
the
does-
lack of foresight now. Now
What
it's
do you
all about shoving a movie out there to launch a Disney Plus series, whereas in the first 3 phases it was about building it over
Making a
time,
movie.
knowing where you're going, knowing the destination so you can plant the seeds now. Black Widow deserved her own movie
ages ago,
6 years
Yeah.
ago at
She
very
did.
least.
this also gives
Plant
her
the seeds.
this also gives her a backstory, because now with the with What If, we see Black Widow come back as a result of the multiverse, and she's
Yeah.
like, look, if you put me back in my world, because this is a different Black Widow, if you put me back in my world, there's no one there.
No.
So instead, the Watcher puts her in the world that's missing a Black Widow, and she takes that spot. So
But I mean-
this could possibly be leading up to her.
Yeah,
returning.
I don't know.
Well,
I-
but ScarJo's not coming. ScarJo's not coming back.
Especially now that she sued them.
No,
I
no,
mean,
you're right.
yeah,
After
but
she
they
sold
might
them,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
They might do an
She's not
Inspector
coming back.
Gadget sequel. You know how they didn't have the right guy.
yeah. But
Something's
But
a
what-
little wrong with
but
Inspector
what if
Gadget.
still could have happened as it is happening with all the other movies that were planted in the first 3 phases, like Black Panther, like Doctor Strange, like this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
thing.
so from what I
It just
heard,
it lacks foresight now, and it's just like, oh, let's get this out there because people like this actress, people like this character, and let's build it for Disney Plus so we get subscribers. Where it's like,
I get what you're saying. I don't like the filler movies that much
I know you
either,
don't.
but I do really, really like the Disney Plus series because they take their time to develop stories and explain things that most people don't know. Like Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
no one knew her backstory
Mhm.
until that came out. Like,
I'm
unless
not
you're,
bashing
a
those.
diehard
Yeah,
fan.
I'm not bashing. I'm bashing the
The idea of making a movie just to
The
make
method,
a series.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
the-
But
yeah.
you know, it's all about the dollar bills at the end
Dollar,
of the day.
dollar.
And
They can make-
apparently, they're big on connecting dots, like with their
Oh
projects.
yes. Oh
So-
yeah, they've always been that way.
But-
And literally,
No,
I
but
like that Disney
sometimes it's a
Plus
little- Go ahead,
separates
Ashley,
them
finish.
now. If you look on Disney Plus, it separates the movies by phase.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Oh wow, I
yeah,
didn't
it's
know
pretty-
that.
They should just have different playlists like YouTube has. Like, you want to do it in a chronological order? Here you go. You want to do it in a release order? Here you go. You want to do it in phase order? Here you go.
Yeah,
I-
I would.
I think that would be cool. I think that would help get people into it. Like, all you gotta do is just
Yeah.
create different like playlists.
I mean,
literally.
and when you go to binge it, you could also do it in phases too, so you can
Mm-hmm.
see how things transition.
I mean, I think
just
that would
feel
be
like-
interesting for someone like me because I have no idea about the nitty gritty in like the
You
Avengers and
don't?
stuff
I
like
think
that.
you do, Tater. I think you know all about that.
Well, so from my understanding, they're supposed to change.
They're usually
some
with the
aspects.
criminals, not the
do I need to
Avengers.
draw more pictures for you? I'll draw some more pictures.
Uh-oh. I think we can save your.
You use your drawing skills for evil.
Yeah.
Even though I was very impressed with your drawings tonight. I was like, oh wow, this is very accurate. I don't want to see any of this. But
The only
this
thing that was accurate about my face was the fact that I
No,
had a
he
big
was
ass
like-
cheesy smile.
Darius is
Oh.
like, wait a second. Is that how small white penises are? You know what I love? Ashley just broke the sound system with that laugh. Did everyone's sound go out for like 5 seconds after she laughed?
it did.
See, this is what you get when you tell me to buy a microphone that actually works.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
No
I made
wonder
a
it
funny.
sounds so. Wait, but wait
Yeah.
a minute. It's the same one. Yeah, I'm like, well, you sound really clear. It's like,
Well, she changed the audio settings. I think like you. Did you ever change your
well,
audio
maybe
settings?
your AC is your AC on.
No, it's like 40 degrees there or something.
Well, actually,
Don't
it
rub
gets
that in
really
our
warm in
face.
my apartment. So actually,
Oh.
at night, I have to keep the fan on because I will overheat. Like that heater just destroys me at night.
You're so hot.
You have a
It's
radiator?
hot.
I
Yeah,
do that too. I open a window still because the heat.
I can't open a window because
Station.
there's so much. There's not a ton of traffic, but it's enough to wake me up
I get you. I get you.
because the bus goes up and down.
The wheels
Okay.
on the bus go round and round.